Good. All right, we're back. So stoked to listen to Knocked Loose, Suffocate, Feet Poppy on the Jimmy Kimmel live show. So I've heard the song. You can check out the other video I did when I listened to the Suffocate song in and of itself in the music video. But I suspect this is going to be quite different. So thanks to all of you who suggested me checking this out and who said this was wild. I'm really anxious to see, so let's just go. All right. I'm almost scared. How do they get this on Jimmy Kimmel? I don't understand, but whatever. Here we
The
go.
album is called You Won't Go Before You're Supposed to. Here with the Grammy-nominated song Suffocate with help from Poppy, Knocked Loose.
All right. The crowd sounds wild already, so.
How we
Yeah.
doing?
All right. Okay, this is as crazy as I thought it would be, and like the whole scenery, right, with the rain, and they sound so incredibly tight. Like everything is just right on time, and the vocals are incredibly good. It sounds as raw as it does on the recorded track, and also the backing vocals from I think it was the guitarist, maybe the bassist or something who did the backing vocals. He as well just sounds great with that incredibly intense scream, raw scream. And I think that really sums up this whole thing. It sounds raw. You know what I mean? It sounds raw, it sounds honest. And I was a little anxious about how the crowd would be, but I guess seeing that the crowd already formed a circle pit, I think the fans knew that they were going to come here. They were going to see them live on Jimmy Kimmel. But the rest of the people watching this on their television, Jimmy Kimmel gets a lot of views. I have no idea how they reacted, but that would be a fun camera to watch to see some reactions. Oh, gosh. All right, let's continue. They're pumping. Poppy's such a badass. I love how she just comes out there with that dress and everything. And if you're an avid metal fan, and you've seen some female vocalists, you know that, they can wear whatever and they have costumes and some people do it just way casual. And then you have like Arch Enemy, for example, where the vocalist has this whole goth getup. You know what I mean? So things can change, but I love how she comes out there and she looks like putting myself in the shoes of someone who doesn't listen to metal, who saw this maybe on television as it aired, seeing this woman come out with that white dress, produce those vocals. Like I feel so much joy for this being exposed to people who wouldn't normally watch it. And that's just something that I think a lot of us who love metal that's one of the things we really enjoy, to throw people off. I remember I loved putting on metal tracks to people that would start off slow, so it would give them an idea that, oh, this just sounds nice, and then it would flip into some crazy screaming and double bass drum, and I feel like this is doing the same thing. I love it. It's so badass. I'm so happy that I did this. All right, let's continue.
And by our connection, I long for separation.
No. What? Oh, first Poppy goes off with that insane scream, but then you get this pig squeal. And to be honest, I listening to the music video and listening to this as far as we've come at this point, it has been like the same vocals, you know, the same intensity, the same kind of pitch, the same kind of volume all the way. You wouldn't expect like a pig squeal stream at all, but that was cool. Gosh, golly, that was cool. We gotta run that back a little bit, man. That was insane. We gotta get Poppy's scream as well, because that was insane too. All right, let's go. So good. Yeah, right. Oh, come on. Holy heck. Ay, ay, ay. That's the only like downside to this, right? Because when they use swear words, like saying fucking, they're gonna cut out all the sound instead of somebody mixing this track and then cutting out the vocals. So it gets really choppy. But, you know, at the same time, I don't think it really takes anything away from this, because this is like a mixed experience for me. And all the variations are positive, but the mix is that you get a cool live performance. They sound incredibly tight. Both Poppy and all of Knocked Loose sounds incredible in this. And that's really impressive that they sound this incredibly tight. And it sounds very well mixed as well. Like the lows and the highs are really well blended in this. And that is awesome. But when they throw in pig squeals, like so many cool elements. You got the pig squeal that I didn't expect, but also listening again to the beat that they do in the later half of the song, that boom ga dum ga dum ga dum ga. Like nobody chooses that beat in a metal song. Nobody does that. Well, some do, obviously, but it's so rare to hear, and it's so refreshing. And that's one of the things I remember the most from listening to Suffocate initially as well. Oh, I'm so happy that they got to do this. This is great. You can talk about like exposure and that it's good for the metal scene and everything like that, but you know, that's all good and fair. But for me, it's just dope to know that somebody was sitting at home, chilling out, expecting some music, and then they got this. And they probably don't recognize it as music. And that warms my heart. There is something to that. I don't know what exactly that is. But seeing people who don't necessarily enjoy metal or listen to metal get exposed to something as extreme as this, it's so much fun. Gosh. Thank you so much for watching. This was great. This was really, really cool. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.